Hey, I'm here with Shelly from Floor and Decor, and we're going to talk about some flooring that actually, Shelly, this stuff is water resistant.
Waterproof, absolutely.
You know, I didn't share this with you, but you guys had given me some pieces, actually one like this, and I think it was actually one of these other colors where it's a little bit thicker, about 3 years ago. And it rode around in the back of my pickup for the first year. Yeah, I'm ashamed to say it was there for a year. Then I leaned it on the garage outside, and it was a mere 2 weeks ago. And no joke, 2 weeks ago I was doing some cleanup because my wife was on my butt about getting the house cleaned up.
Right.
And I had those pieces laying there. I said, I got to see what these look like. I was shocked. There was no damage. This is outside in the rain for over 2 years, and I could have used that piece of floor still.
There you go.
I mean, unbelievable how this stuff holds up.
And there's so many different selections as far as color and textures and that kind of thing too. So, this particular one is one that is probably one of the ones that you have. This is one of the older ones. So if you look at it, it's kind of got a little bit, but it's still waterproof, and that's probably one of the ones that you had out there.
That was actually the first piece they gave me.
Yeah. So then what happens is we've come into some new products, and we've what they call Nucor, and it's a little bit heavier.
Nucor, what's the second one?
There you go. And it's got the cork back.
Yeah.
So again, all of these are waterproof. They have a lot of texture, so they mimic the wood look, but you can put it in any room.
Well, and on some of these, you know, it used to be when you had one of these, lack of a better word,
Got it?
fake floors down,
Sure.
it showed like a sore thumb.
Right.
That is not the case anymore.
Not
you can
anymore.
even reach down and touch them and not tell.
And again, you have a lot of texture here. And this particular one is a wider plank. So, and if you look at the grain, it really looks like wood.
Absolutely. And my testimony, they hold up in the water.
It also helps with sound. And again, you could put this in any room. Any room.
Now, what's it do with the sound?
It cushions it. You know, like some of those floating floors, you walk across it and it goes click, 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 click. You don't have that.
Even the wood ones do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you don't have that. So you've got, and it cushions when you walk. So it gives it a little bit more comfort. So it's easier on the knees.
You know, one of the questions that comes up all the time on putting these floors in is how flat does the subfloor have to be?
Well, it's very forgiving with this because that's what it's designed for, to floating right over it.
Okay, so you
So
don't have
absolutely.
all the,
No, you don't have to worry
problems
about
with
it. Not it exactly. Now we have another product that we just got in. It's very exciting. Look at that. It's called Duralex.
Now that's got a kind of a. What is that material on the back?
In the back, well, it's got its own underlayment built in. Where this one has
Okay.
a cork,
Right.
this one has in the middle a stone. It's made out of stone. So look at that, how it lays. It's much stronger.
It doesn't have the flex.
No, it doesn't. And it's already got everything built in. Again, you can.
Oh my
float.
goodness, that's right down rigid.
And it still has the texture and the look of wood.
Now, how does that do when you're laying it down as far as a floor that's not
It's even
totally
better.
flat?
It's even better because it holds itself.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Now, these floors, as far as the installation, are so darn simple.
They
I mean,
click
you
together.
literally just click it together.
Exactly.
I will say, if you're going to put one in yourself, watch how you stagger the seams.
Yeah, it needs
when
to
you
look
walk
like
into a
wood.
room, you don't want to see all the joints in the same place. Stagger them out. I just did a beadboard ceiling, and when I got finished, I finished it Sunday with my son, and we sat back in the chairs and looked up, and I said, you know,
Did you do spacing?
that's a darn fine looking ceiling. And we did, because I didn't, a lot of times contractors will do a set spacing. I did a random spacing
random is much
instead,
better.
and
It
it
looks so
looks
natural.
so much nicer.
Yeah, it does.
And I really, if you're putting in a floor like this, do a random spacing. You may start one here, start the next one here, bounce them around. Don't just do the same set pattern.
Easy to cut, easy to
Yep.
install.
What do you cut this
A
with?
utility knife.
No more saw?
You can use a saw. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But it's still easy.
Great looking floors.
And waterproof.
Now we ought to talk about where you can get it.
Well, Floor and Decor.
And a lot of people are having to rebuild down in Houston
Yes,
now.
yes.
Homes that have never flooded, and I don't want to be bearer of bad news, but typically, once a place gets water in it, it's subject to it happening again.
Absolutely.
And so, how will this floor do in a house that floods?
Shouldn't have any problem. None at all.
Are in some cases, and I'm just asking now, in some cases, water got up underneath even tile floors,
you could
which normally
probably
could be
click it-
cleaned.
yeah.
And can this be taken apart
Yeah,
and put
you can
back
take
down?
it apart if it's, but I would just dry it out. So,
Okay.
but yeah, you could definitely take it apart.
Yeah, because, and like I said, in some of the tile floors, because the water was on there so long, and in some cases 8-10 foot,
Yeah.
the water got
So
underneath the
underneath it.
tile, and you could smell it. Those floors had to come out. One like this, though, you take
But
it out, dry it, clean it, put it back.
And there's no place for the mold or mildew
Right,
to
that's what
accumulate.
that's
so
why I
it's
was
not
wondering
gonna,
about this.
It's not gonna accumulate. So it's not
Excellent.
gonna. There's no place for it to grow.
Okay.
So, and it's sting proof. So
It's
this
what?
one can run around your truck all day long.
Oh.
It won't hurt it. So
Okay.
yes, it's not gonna dent it.
Knock on
for
that
sure.
again, because even
Doesn't it
even
sound
holding
like
it
wood?
up, even holding it up, it doesn't have that hollow sound.
No.
Okay.
Isn't that amazing?
Very cool floor.
Yeah. Awesome.
Get it from Floor and Decor. You can get your tile, you can get your laminate floors, wood floors, and all the products to install them. If you want to do it yourself, if you need a contractor to do it, they can help you find a contractor
They
to
sure can.
install it as well.